The United States government reports that the illegal drug trade in the U.S. alone is priced at upwards of $100 billion. And with polls done by various news sources such as NBC and ABC that found that more than 50% of Americans have tried marijuana at least once, one can only stipulate that the illegal marijuana sales make up a very large percent of that $100 billion. Now, I could argue all day on the various reasons as to why marijuana should be legal in the U.S., but my focus is solely on the Louisiana state economic standpoint. The gap I aim to close in the scholarly conversation is the economics of the whole thing. Holding all other factors aside, the pure monetary value of the marijuana market alone should be a no-brainer for legalization. What separates my paper from the other scholarly articles and sources is the way I will demonstrate the economic benefits that have resulted in legal marijuana states' economies and how those same benefits will result in the Louisiana state economy. Many of my sources address the economics of marijuana legalization, but often stray from that focus to address policy reform, medical benefits, crime reduction, etc. Also, other articles tend to focus on the nationwide aspect. My paper shortens the range to just Louisiana. My main and only focus is to show how the legalization of marijuana would greatly benefit the economy of Louisiana. The ethos of my paper is easily achievable by providing my readers with credibly sourced information. The information I'll provide my audience is all credible, yet also relevant. Almost all the information in my paper is collected from studies done in the late 2000s. Since marijuana legalization is a relatively new endeavor, all of the research and information is easily relatable to today. The logos of my paper can be found in one word, and that is results. I don't want my reader to have to stipulate what should happen. My audience will be provided with what would happen after legalization. They'll be able to understand logically how increased tax revenue, decrowding of prisons, and a rise in the housing market benefits the economy. Pathos is achieved in my paper by providing my reader with the knowledge of how marijuana legalization would benefit their individual hometowns and communities. For example, the legalization of recreational marijuana in Colorado led to a 6% increase in the housing market statewide. Assuming most of my classmates and I hail from Louisiana, an increase in our housing market would do wonders for the Louisiana state economy and our own communities, since Louisiana has one of the lowest ranking housing markets in the country. The pathos is achieved by showing what legalization can do for their individual hometowns. I will explain how increased tax revenue provides bigger budgets for public schools, playgrounds, homeless shelters, etc. My paper will show not just how marijuana legalization affects the Louisiana economy, but how a better state economy helps each individual citizen. This helps the readers relate to the benefits on a personal level. Although my paper is aimed at the legalization of marijuana in Louisiana, I do not believe that this will limit the range of my audience. Many of the economic benefits that will result from legalization of marijuana in Louisiana are easily transferable to surrounding states and even nationwide. This fact allows me to appeal to the emotions and logical sense of all Americans and not just those of Louisiana residents. Thank you.